Hey y'all, can y'all hear me? Hey Nikki, hey it's Jay, hey Lady Nika, hey Becky, Funny Style Bitches, hey AK, hey Dear Self, hey Miss Gerald, Bertha, Miss Cindy, 80s Baby, Queen Bob, Kim, which I'm pretty sure you probably Kimmy, Chan, hey Dishin, hey Sour Patch, Jen. Y'all, excuse me, I am out and about with my little ones. And y'all gonna hear a whole bunch of wind, okay? It's a whole bunch of wind out here. And it seems like it's about to rain. I seen a whole bunch of lightning and shit. Now, now there's been an individual that have been uh, supposedly exposed and skimming their supporters. Hey, Cloud Child, skimming their supporters. Let me turn this up. They have been skimming their supporters um to a certain amount of money, and another content creator is supposed to be came out and exposed them for um hey Miss T Trisha, hey Bashful, hey y'all, hey, hey the one and only interview those people in the background. That ain't gonna happen, child. um hey let me draw, hey. So I'm coming to give them a voice so that they can speak their mind and to um, air out everything, any questions that you guys may have. Hey, Slim Fit, we will talk about it. We will move on from it, and that's what it's going to be. I'm glad I was able to do this interview. So you guys, just so you guys know, I'm very happy to be able to do this interview, and it's just to get everybody else a good perspective on everything that is going on. Okay, so the people want to know how much money it was, how much money could have been put in all this other stuff. So let's just go ahead on and let people give their opinions on it. You there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So you don't have the allegations about they saying that Rita is supposed to be expose you and say that you scam people out of $3,500. What do you think about that?
I'm really confused because how it started. What's his name? Big Man TV was talking about Rita popped me and Rita did this. And I'm thinking, pop me on what? I mean, I don't understand why is she. I mean, her purpose. Period. I really don't. I've never done anything to Rita, said anything negative against her. I've cashed after her in the past. But what he was saying was she popped me about uh I was paying her rent or giving her money, and I'm thinking, well, why would she say that? Because I don't do that. I've never done that. I admit to what I've done if I've done anything, and outside of cash apping her in the past, that's been a few months back. Because even I asked somebody in the chat, I think it was you or somebody, is Rita back? I didn't even know she was back. And somebody said, yeah, she came back to do something. You asked me how I think about it. I really think nothing about it. The thing I've always done, and I know what people say in essence, and I hate to go this route, that they believe in God and they live their life accordingly to that or to that standard that they believe in. A lot of people side eye you because people who say that they are pastors or ministers or prophets or whatever in this particular area, they don't present themselves in that way. I've always come here when I first came here to tell you guys. I don't fall under the auspices of any of that. I'm just me, and I try to do the best I can just to live genuinely myself as myself, you know.
Hmm.
And I don't know if you guys want me to be angry, pissed, or
No, we know
but
you're not gonna be angry because Bachelor, you know how we know how you are. You're not angry. You doesn't do those type of
yeah,
things.
and I've been
It's
the
just
same
it's
person the
crazy.
whole time. But I don't
Exactly.
understand
So it
why
was
Rita
crazy.
would allow me though.
That's what we want to know.
I don't
There
know.
was no questions asked to you. It just was supposedly she investigated you or whatever they call herself she was doing, and she supposed to say expose you, and they said that you got $3,500 from
No.
scamming your supporters. Clear that up for the people.
I never got nowhere near that amount of money. And the thing is, every step of the way that the process went as far as when the tornado hit, because at that point I couldn't do videos or anything, I posted the whole process. Even when I got home, there was the first meeting that I saw with the trees being down, the poles, the wires, everything that happened with me. According to that, I let you guys know about it. I was upfront with it. And it was only when I think I was going to like 2 weeks when Entity told me, I told you guys my neighbor's lights were on, but mine weren't. Mine wasn't. And they kept giving me an excuse because it's the area. They're still working on different boxes. It still may take some time, but I'm thinking, but they stay next door to me. So I'm hooked to the same box they're hooked to. But I didn't find out until 2 weeks later that it was the meter box that was damaged. I went outside and took a picture and showed you guys, this is the meter box. This is the damage. So I have nothing to hide, or I don't know what she's exposing. Um, and I showed you guys the meter box. And once I did that, then I had to find an electrician. Entity doesn't do repairs on the boxes. They may have done it when they were MPNL, but now they don't. And so the homeowner has to find an electrician to come out and repair, replace, or do whatever. So I went Googling Home Advisor, and I found four I said, okay, let me try those. The first one was like 2,500. I couldn't even see myself having $2,500. So I called the other two. One never showed up, and the other one showed up. His estimate was 1,650. That was to fix the roof, cause the roof on the tile, some of the roof had come off. That had to be replaced, along with the pole and all that, and then get the parts for the meter box. Everything that transpired during that time, I showed you guys. I never did anything behind the scenes or behind anybody's back. I've never done that since I've been here. Um, and so the only reason that I basically, and I think I explained it in my community board, the only reason why I asked for help, because I promise you, it was almost like pulling teeth without Novocaine. I didn't want to because I knew something negative would come from it. I didn't know this would come from it, because I know how people talk about people. You're begging, you this. I said no. I At this point I needed help because I really went through all most of my funds taking care of my father. That took most of my money. Then I quit working because I wasn't going to put him in a nursing home to take care of him. And people don't understand the cost behind everything. And so what you don't see is your recurring monthly bills. They never stop coming, even though you may have circumstances and trials that come and you've got to deal with that, but your stuff, you still got to pay on that stuff, my car note, my insurance. So it was overwhelming for me. So I broke down and said, I'm gonna ask people for help because this is just too much. And so that's what I did. Um, I don't know how to feel about anything. I took the money that you guys gave me, everything in my refrigerator, the top freezer, and the other freezer, everything has spoiled, everything, all my food. So I had to throw all that out. So I had to
Right.
replace that, along with getting the little tiles on the roof done. I got that done. It was $2,200. That's how much I got in total, and that's from you guys. And then the little GoFundMe, which wasn't a great help, but I'm not denouncing those people that helped me there, but it just wasn't a big thing. But I took that money to get the roof fixed. And the little tiles, I couldn't afford to get a whole new roof. It wasn't that really serious, but get the little patches done, where the tile had come up. The man came out and I showed you the guy. The guys were out there fixing the box finally. So I paid for that and got that done. Then I paid to get stuff to deodorize the refrigerator and the freeze to clean it out really good because I don't know if you've ever had food to rotten. I mean, sitting in your refrigerator for over 2 weeks and it just rot. It's the worst smell. So I had to get stuff to clean that out and all that. And what I had left, I bought groceries. I didn't buy big stuff. I bought things like sandwich items, salad items, stuff like that that I wouldn't have to cook. So when the lights came back on, that was that. And that's that. I'm not understanding. Um, I just can understand why Rita would do that or say that. That's the only thing that has me stumped. Because in all honesty, and it's not a, a campaign for me, I think who I am and who I've represented myself since my inception into this particular sector of YouTube, that has never changed. It's like the people who lie and scam, that never changed on them. So the reality of who I am and the truth that I give you and whatever I give you, that's been consistent. So I don't feel any way. I just want to know why would she do that, or why would she come at me for whatever
Mhm.
reason? No, I didn't get $3,500. It was nowhere near. When Quanta told me that, I said, "What? No, it was
Right.
nowhere near that amount." And everything that I did, every step of the way, outside of just showing you guys when I went to the store and bought them a salad and stuff, I kept you guys posted on every single thing that happened with me to let you know
Right.
up front, I'm not doing anything crooked. I really need help, and this is what I need the help with. I showed you pictures, everything, so that way you can't say I was scamming if that was going to be the case, or that I'm just begging for money for the hell of it. No, I was really at a point where I needed help, and it was like I need to ask for help. I didn't, when I asked for help for my taking care of my father, I didn't get it. So in a lot of cases, I never really asked for help, even when I think my father passed. And some people, when he passed, some people said, "Put your cash app up." I said, "No, I'm not going to do that, uh, because I don't want people to make this thing in my life something negative. I know that's what they'll do here on YouTube in this area. So I don't know. I'm not asking for any money. I don't uh anything. So I didn't even ask. I think maybe I finally asked for did a cash app, just posted the cash app on one of my on the community board. But I didn't go on no live and say, "I need money. Would you please give me a gift?" No, because I knew to a point the repercussions that may come from that, and I just didn't want to be involved in any mess. Period. Um, and I'm not sure why Rita and her and Rick did the investigation. I have no idea. Again, um, I mean, even the people that don't like me that I support, the people that don't like each other I support, I don't get into the mess. I really don't. Um, and there's no reason for me to come on here for anything that's outside of what I'm here for. There was just a place where I needed help. And I had to kind of swallow my pride and say, "You need help to get this done. You can't do it by
Right.
yourself now." And that's all I can tell you guys. I mean, I can't explain it any better, outside of showing the pictures that I showed you guys when things had happened and the people that came out to fix it. I took pictures of everything. The only thing I didn't take a picture of, because I wasn't thinking
Mhm.
about it, the cable box that's in the backyard, it's in kind of like behind my fence. Because when the tornado hit, it the branches and all of that stuff was covering the little box. And so when I called Comcast or Xfinity to come to repair the cable, I still moved without cable, but I took what money I had that you guys gave me, and she told me before they can fix that box, I had to get those limbs and all those branches cut from around the box. I found me somebody who does lawn work, and he came and cut all the branches and the trees and everything from around the box so Comcast could get to the box so they could fix my cable. So nothing was given to me that was not needed for whatever happened with me during the storm. Nothing. So I don't know what Rita or Rick has against me. I've done nothing to neither one of them ever. I supported them both, and still support Rick when he comes on. So whatever reason they're investigating, whatever she's saying, that's on them. And I live by this, and I always said, I said to Lady Nika a lot, and I just said in period, I believe vengeance is mine, said the Lord, I will repay. So there's no use in me getting on here doing videos and yelling and screaming and trying to debunk
Mhm.
anything, because there's nothing for me to debunk. Everything that ever had happened, again, I posted it so you guys could see exactly what I was going through. And so I'm not sure why they're coming for me or attacking me.
Mhm.
I wish I could answer that question for you. I honestly don't know. And most of you know me enough to this point. Uh, Even when somebody says something against you, not trying to figure out why they're coming at you when they speak good of you. I even question that. You see, I wasn't caught in a lie in that. Y'all remember with Lady Nika and this other person. And it was
Yeah.
proven that even in that I wasn't lying. And it wasn't for me to call shade, but it's like, why are people so hungry to cause chaos and mayhem and confusion all the time? It's just at some point it gets tiresome. And I want to know, why do you do that? What do you get out of it? From always wanting to cause problems when you don't have to be. You're always going to have a beef, period. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be a reason to beef without you having to lie on people and to make up things and slander them. Beefing gonna be beefing. Before it got to this point, it was just beefing. So it's not going anywhere. So you don't have to come in here and make up something and coerce this and create this um, in order for that to be that way. So I guess my time was coming. The only thing I'm shocked is that it's Rick and Rita. I'm just I'm speechless because of them too. Because I've never done anything to anybody on YouTube, period. I mean literally never.
But
Um
we don't know for sure if Rick
mhm,
did it because Rick didn't say anything about it. Rita did and just brought Rick name into the mix.
uh-huh.
So we don't know for sure if Rick actually did the investigation with her, like she claims, like they're saying in the chat that she said that her and Rick did it. We don't know for sure if Rick did it. This could be all her doing, and she just saying her and Rick did it. But Rick
But
have not came and
why is
said
she
anything.
saying that? But why is Rita doing this and saying this and making all this stuff up about me? I mean, why me? I don't get it. That make
I
me
don't, I
understand
don't,
that.
I don't. That's the question that we all asking because when it first happened, I was like, what? Why is Rita coming for Bashful? And how
Right,
did she expose Bashful? This don't make no sense. Anytime that you go through stuff, you do let us know. You
right,
inform all your supporters of what goes on. You doesn't hide anything or keep
right.
anything. And I am glad that you did put your pride aside and ask because regardless of how anybody else feels, as you can see, your supporters cared about you and they were genuinely concerned, and that's why they decided to help you. And they're
Right.
not the ones who have the issue with it. And the people that is attacking him is more so Rita and some of her people, and that's about it. But y'all know it has been talked about on these streets from other content creators that was mentioning it, and they also felt like it didn't make any sense because they don't understand how you supposed to be scam people of $3,500 and how they said something was going on with your meter and you showed the meter, but it
Yeah.
don't make sense with the meter and all these things. And it's like it doesn't make any sense because if some of y'all not homeowners, then you would not know that. Even if you have homeowners insurance, they're not gonna cover everything.
And see the thing about the homeowners insurance, the thing with that, when my father had insurance on the house, there's a $2,000 deductible. So if I paid that deductible, I would still need to get the money to pay the deductible to still get the work done, and I would still need the other money to get, I guess, like I said, the branches fixed on the cable box, the stuff to clean out the refrigerator, all that stuff. And like I'm saying, utility bills, my car note, and insurance, all that was still coming. I'm just, I'm numb because, well, you say allegedly, Rick, but I'm just numb. I don't, why Rita, of all people, who I've supported and cashed out in the past.
Correct, correct.
What,
And
what,
I just wanted to know, did you know that y'all had an issue with one another or something?
never.
Because this was out of the blue type thing. And it's like, how is he a scammer if he went through something that had to do with the weather and stuff? Not everybody is able to, you know, afford that type of stuff. We all go through hardship on these streets,
Right,
even though we're pretending like they don't. We all go through it. And when you have supporters, they sometimes do want to know, even though we don't want to tell them stuff, and we don't want to get them involved in our personal life
yeah,
because we be feeling like it's our responsibility and we shouldn't have to bring that on to our supporters.
right.
But it is good that you did put that pride aside and you let your supporters know and they helped you to the point where you're not not having no lights not having no electricity, not being able to warm up your food and things like that. And I'm
Yeah.
just confused because when Tracy had her situation, not to bring her in it, but when she had her situation, a lot of people reached out to her. A lot of people helped her. And even though there's a lot of people who had something to say, she still had people, including me, that still felt like, regardless of anything, nobody deserves to be, going through that type of situation, especially when it has something to do with the weather. We can't
Right.
help hurricanes, tornadoes, getting snowed in, and blizzards and things like that. We cannot help that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So it's not okay for people to just say people scamming when they dealing with something that has happened.
And see, that's the only thing, Miss Pizarro, and people in the chat, I can't see the chat. So that's the only thing that has me confused. Why me and why her? It can't be for clout because I'm nobody on YouTube. So you're not going to get any clicks and views on me. Um, so I'm not, I'm just confused as to why Rita and why would she make up these lies about me? Why would she lie? I just don't get it. Even during the winter storm, I was out power for a week. I didn't come on here and say anything. I got in my car. I had to charge my phone up and I would turn the car on in the garage and turn the heat on. And I would sit there and get as hot as I possibly could and let my phone charge up. Because when you charge it up in your car, it doesn't charge up as fast. So it would take me, I would let it get to about 45%. That was like 2.5 hours. I was sitting in the car, and I would come back in the house, getting right up under the sheets as tight as I could just to stay warm. I didn't come over and tell you guys about all that. I dealt with that. But in that case, like I said, everything was fine with the meter box. The ice storm didn't do that. These were like the trees had frozen and broke, and the streets were iced. I was iced in. But I didn't come on here and say anything. I thought, just get through it. Because even then I said, you say anything, people going to people are going to just make something negative out of it. And I just don't need that along with this. But when this happened, with it being a tornado, the winds and all that, and the trees, I couldn't even get to my house the normal way. Every entrance into our neighborhood was blocked because there were trees that had been split in half. If you come now, I'll take a picture. There are trees still down in people's yards. They hadn't cut them and chopped them up, and it still looks like a war zone. But there are things you have to do as a homeowner. I've never been. I've just saw my father always took care of that, and my mother. There are things that happen that you think, well, this will take care of that. But if you've never experienced it, and then it's something new, you learn from that experience, and you learn. So I learned entry doesn't replace the meter box. You have to do that. If anything happens, they only deal with the electrical part as far as the pole and the wiring. That's it. If anything else is damaged from any kind of storm or anything like that, it's up to the homeowner to get that repaired. And see, I'm a homeowner because our home has been paid for a while now. So if y'all could help me understand why Rita would lie on me after I've supported her, I've n- I couldn't even tell you. I have never said anything negative about Rita. Am I still here?
Yeah, you still here. We hear
Okay.
you. Go ahead.
So that's the only thing that's shocking me. Why her and why lie? I don't get it. I just don't get it. But no, sweetie, it wasn't 3,500. No, it wasn't a scam. I took you guys along the journey with me every step of the way from the time. Even when I was at work, I think I took a picture before we went to the storm shelter. I showed you the tornado coming down the street. Excuse me, from where I worked before it hit us. But the thing is, tornadoes are funny. It didn't hit the building; it jumped over the building. And so where I worked, it was minimal damage. But we were in the storm shelter by then. So I don't, And the thing is, the thing that amazes me about this area of YouTube, we'll attach ourselves and eat on a lie and just chomp on it and carry it and digest it and let it become a part of us. But if something is just the bare truth or the bare reality or revelation of something, we just spit on it and it goes out the window. So I can't help Rita lied on me. Whatever receipt she has, I have no idea. I, believe me, I have no idea what receipt she has or why she's coming for me. I won't. It's not in my nature to come after Rita, attack her, curse her, belittle her, anything like that. That's not my nature. My thing is now that I know it was her, just to pray for her because her situation is been dire since I've known her on YouTube, and I've never made light of her situation, whether it was fake, true, whatever. I've never lied on her. I've never said anything bad to her. I've been in her chats. I like I said in the past, I've cashed apped her. So what? Why she's picking on me? I promise you, if I knew, I would tell you. I have nothing against Rita.
Did she donate? Did she donate? Did
Uh-uh.
she? Okay, so I
I
just
mean,
wanted to answer.
if she did, when they come up under her name, Rita, right? On the cash app, it said her whatever her name, Serena
Yeah.
or Rita or whatever. I and literally to show you again, I know it's way down the line. Everybody who gave to me in any kind of way, I thank them. I made sure I posted everybody's name to let them know how much I appreciated what they had done for me. And that I was working on getting this thing done. And it was because of you guys I could get this done. And I named every single person. If I didn't see Rita's name or Sarita, whatever name is, Sarita. So still, I don't know why she's lying on me. I don't. I mean, and there's no way I can prove or disprove whatever she's saying. The only thing I've got is the things that I share with you guys as I went through each process. I let you guys know. I updated you guys as much as I could because I only could get on the internet at work. The funny thing now is I found out I can use cellular data instead of Wi-Fi to still get on, but I can't upload a video using cellular data. So that's why I'm able to get here now because I'm using cellular data from Xfinity, So I'm learning things as I go, but it is beyond me why she would lie on me. I really don't know. And I'm not going to ask her however she want to keep this rolling and keep whatever and keep people turn against me because I've lost subscribers and I couldn't understand why. But I didn't let it bother me because I know people join and then people leave, whatever. But for her to do that, all I can do is pray for Rita and ask God, whatever the reasons, manifest it to me so I can
Mhm.
understand it. That's all I can do. God manifest why she lying on me or why she's coming against me to attack me. Because again, I'm extremely smaller YouTuber. I'm nobody's big in the beef sector. I'm nobody that really sticks out in the beef sector. So I don't see the purpose of you coming for me. There's nothing to gain. You want people to hate me? Why? I don't get it. But I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm just shocked that it was Rita. And I'm shocked at the lie.
Yeah, I was shocked at that too,
I
regardless of
am.
what me and her got going on. I was just when they said it, I was so shocked. I was like,
You,
what?
you shocked. And then to find out now that it was Rita, I'm even on a greater scale of being shocked. I could see it coming from somebody that's from another camp, even though I would be shocked still because it still be a lie. But from her, I don't,
Hmm.
I, I don't have any words for that. I wish I did. I'm just as shocked as you guys are. There's no reason to be trying to make up a lie or try to formulate anything in my mind about it. Like I said, when it was confirmed to me through a little thing that Rita said that, I said, well, Lord, I don't know what's going on with her. I've never done anything to her. I'm just gonna leave it in your hands. And that's all I can honestly, that's all I can do. But no, I didn't scam you guys. I didn't scam anybody. I've kept you guys um, up to par on everything, even with my father, his health, me taking care of him, pictures of him, his passing. You guys have come along this journey with me ever since I've been in the beef sector because I've been here 9 years, been in the beef sector for a while, and I've carried you guys with me through the whole journey of my life for the most part. So I'm just, I'm just shocked, and I'm still. It's gonna take me a minute, and I don't know what video she'll come out and make and say, scams and
Most
scandalous
likely
and frauds.
she gonna cuss me out. So she might not cuss you out. She might just do more so cuss me out. But I wouldn't put it past her. She might do just come and cuss both of us out.
I mean, I'm
Um,
fine with that,
how she do.
because people have emailed me and talked about my dead parents. There's a lot of
Oh.
stuff that go on that if I'm just not going to address that because of the fact that I know people sometimes want to push your buttons. And I'm not shading anybody. I don't want anybody to think I'm shading anybody. I'm not Jay Wilson. I'm not Pastor Bashful B Minister. And then I'm on here wreaking havoc and causing chaos and doing
Mhm.
everything else.
Right.
So I'm not I can only be, and I can't put it any better. I can only be me. And I've given you guys just who I am. But I'm shocked if I'm going to be attacked. And like I said, I've been attacked in many ways and through emails and stuff. But to come and attack me like this and from the person that I've always supported and have never done anything against or spoken against them, I'm just thrown, and she don't have to worry about. She can cuss me out, call me all kind of names, do whatever. I'm not going to come back and cuss her and call her names, talk about her life, the misfortunes thereof. That's just not who I am. So I'll just have to take it like most of you. Most of you, like Lady Nika said, you like the Wu Bang. I don't. I'm too old, and I've learned in my life there are certain things that takes importance and precedence over everything else. And whether you believe it or not, I'm gonna tell you guys because I believe this. I've seen it happen where I've seen God's judgment upon people more than I've seen the blessings upon
Mm.
people. Upon people. I'm gonna put it that way. When I say I have problems with the Bible, and I'm not getting to that because no, we're not talking about that. It
What
comes
what
with
is your cash out?
the oh God, y'all finna get me in more trouble.
They don't care nothing. They didn't tell. They very generous. So and it does not like it when you tell them no. They really don't
Let
like
me
it when you
I'm
tell
gonna
them
see if
no.
I can
But
put
give
it.
them your cash out because a few of them is asking for your cash out.
I think I sent it. I'm not sure because I can't see the chat.
Is that it on the screen? What Bree posted?
The Cash App fulfilled in Christ
Yes.
with a dollar sign. That's it. Now y'all don't give me no more trouble.
There y'all go. They're gonna cash out. Is on the screen. Bree and Lady Nika dropped the cash out. Well, she finna be more mad now. So Cassie, you wrong for that. So Cassie, you'll never give me a cash out though, Cassie. You'll never give me. No, it's Miss. Hold on, y'all. It's misspelled by Bree. So I guess the Lady Nika's on is correct. Now, okay. So if anybody would like to come up now to, if you have any questions, if you want to talk about this, I dropped the link. If y'all have any questions to come up here and ask, now will be the time. I have dropped the link. Hey, Ax April.
Am I back?
Yeah, you back.
I'm sorry. I hit something when I was putting my Cash App
You
thing up
probably hit
there.
the button where it kind of takes you out.
Yeah, and I didn't know that was gonna take me out though. But I wish I had an explanation for you guys, but I don't. As far as to why Rita's doing this, and my honest opinions, like I said, I can't be heard or I'm bewildered
Mm.
and I'm confused. But there's nothing else I can feel. I mean, because there's nothing that I've done to warrant anything of that caliber, and especially from her.
Correct.
So I don't know.
That's correct. I don't understand where the hate coming from.
I don't
I don't
either.
understand why you was on the chopping block for her. Maybe it's for content. It
But
that
I'm
could be.
but I'm nobody, Miss Bazaar. I mean,
But when anytime somebody else is getting money, more money than Rita, she always classifies them as a scam. She has said that I was a scam too. From when I told my supporters what happened with me, and I ain't even asked none of them for no cash out. And I'm trying to figure out how am I a scammer, and I ain't received not nan dime from my supporters.
it's just I don't get it. Um, but like I say, I'm not going to come out of character. Like I said, it takes a hell of a lot. I've been through a lot, so it takes a lot for me to just go ham and all this other kind of stuff. All I can do, Miss Bazaar, and the people in the chat, even those who don't like me, all I can do is what I've always done: is just pray and just keep it moving. That's all I know. I don't know anything more than that. And that's what I'm going to do. Whatever Rita has against me, like I said, God and the devil and whatever angels and the Holy Spirit, they know. I have no idea. But it's a shame that people that you support, even when other people are just ranging on them and ragging on them, and you're still hanging in there with them to show that you're still there with them and supporting them, that they would do stuff like that against you for no reason. Well, I don't know what a reason is. I honestly
Yeah,
don't.
that's the thing. We don't. Maybe when she hear this video, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna tell her, because
Hmm.
she doesn't go and do her own research. So when she does hear this video, hi Diamond Fidel. I know you're gonna go tell her because you're her number one mouthpiece. Um, maybe she can answer those questions for you as to why did she decided to come for you, and you
And
have no issues with her, no problems with her, no nothing.
none. I mean, never. So, I mean, I don't know. Watching Rita in the past, I know how she always says I got receipts, and then she cuts people out. And it's like, if that's what I'm going to get, so be it. I always say, and
They
I'm not.
saying that her receipt is from your own community wall. So the pictures that she shown them is the
Mhm.
same pictures that you shown. So those are supposed to be her receipts.
But what? Okay, but how was that a receipt? The pictures on my wall is what actually happened. The box was destroyed, and I had to get the box fixed. So what is the problem? That's not a receipt saying I scammed nobody. What, I went out there and beat my head or something against the box and all that, and then paid somebody, a white man, to come out there. You know what? If and I used to say this when I first came on, when I first started doing videos. Rational thinking is missing on YouTube, and I think in many cases because a lot of people hate certain people so badly, it does not matter what is said negatively about them. It's automatically believed. But why would you believe something? Some people don't come out of character, out of a bag over just overnight and just say, I'm gonna scam and I'm gonna do this. Some people have worked at it for a while, and I'm not gonna get into because I've been watching the streets, and I've been seeing people give their reports on people who scam funerals, scam halfway houses or houses, scam, and nobody ever comes for them. It's almost like they admonish them and praise them for the scam, but for the people who really needs it, and I mean truthfully needs it, you're crushed against the cold. You're the demon. You're the devil. Whereas the devil is praised for lying to you, and they're lying, but you're okay with it. But you'll attack somebody else who's I don't understand it. But I whatever receipt she want to show, I would hate that she got pissed off because somebody donated to a need.
Yeah,
Because
she they saying that the pics that you showed was from an article and
an
not actually
article,
what happened to you.
the
Yes,
pictures,
when she did her investigation, the pic you showed came from an article that
no
happened in
ma'am, no ma'am, they
2022.
didn't come from an article. They came from the house. I even showed you a picture of the man truck out there with the little trees coming through there, and so I I don't know. I don't know what else to do. Recreate the whole thing again, so I go back and retake the pictures. I and it's my house because I've
I
taken
guess
pictures.
that's what she wants you to do.
I'm
Maybe
not
she
doing
wants
all
you
that.
to do it before.
All I ain't reliving 3 more weeks without no house.
I know
Let us,
that's
you know. Now she can kiss my astroturf on that. I'm not doing that. Them 3 weeks was enough. But like I said, I've even taken pictures of the house, so it's my house. Because when I did yard work on my yard, I took a picture of my house so y'all can see the yard work that I did. I don't hide nothing. I mean, there's no reason. But whatever hatred she has against me, I hope God blesses her for whatever purpose that she's doing what she's doing. I'm not going to respond to her because at this point, it's almost like in your case, Lady Nika's case, I can't think, you two stick out because you mentioned it, then her stick out because it's been like an ongoing thing. But once that seed is planted, those who know you, who truly know you, as far as your persona and who you are on YouTube, that won't make them bulls. It will mean nothing to them. Those who don't like you, even the size, a speck of a little mustard seed, if they don't like you, they're going to take that seed and they're going to fertilize that little seed until it becomes a full bush. I asked somebody one time, I said, I keep losing subscribers. What am I doing? They tell me, you know what? Don't worry about it. What God has for you is for you. Some people have to remind me. Some people God have to move out your way for your good. So maybe that's what's going on. But I'm not gonna fight with Rita. And if it's allegedly Rick, I'm not gonna fight with Rick. I don't have anything against either one of them. And I promise you guys, and I've shown the pictures. They didn't come from no magazine. Why she had to go through all that, I really don't know. I can get people on here really from my job. They came back because I want them to see how the neighborhood looked and how, because I told them it looked like a war zone, and they believed it, but they said I've just never. I said, well, come on, and I took two people from my job to come here and see, and they were just in awe of the damage that was done. I showed them the box that was damaged, so it's like I've got all these people who can confirm what really happened to me. It wasn't no magazine picture, but it really did happen. So, whatever she's getting out of it, I hope God blesses her with her. But like I said, if you look at my pictures, you guys saw my house. I've taken pictures of my house. A matter of fact, if you want me to, I take more pictures. I'm like I say, I ain't reliving no storm, but I'll take you pictures of the house again and show you the box repaired on the house, actual house. You know what? That's what I do. I'll do that because I want you guys to be reassured. Um, I'm not a liar and I'm not a scammer. I'm not a fraudster. I presented myself as best as I could as who I am on YouTube. Read it, whatever you have against me. God bless you and your family. That's all I can say to you. I mean, and that's coming from a genuine place. Whatever the purpose, whatever the reason, I hope God blesses you in that. If that's what you have to do to be whatever you want to be on YouTube, God bless you. Rick, I still appreciate and love you. So, if it's you, I don't know. But my thing is to both of you or anybody, those who take it and ran with it with as well, God bless you. I don't know what else to say. Did I lose anybody? Everybody's so quiet.
So that's all. I just came up here let you to get your voice and tell the people what it was. Hold on. We got somebody else.
Hmm.
Hello.
Hey, T. Trisha,
I
sweetie,
miss
how you
you,
doing? My
Trisha.
little songbird.
Yeah. But you know why I came up here, right, Bashful?
Well, you've always told me to do what God has called me to do as far as what you saw. And
Well,
so I took that and that's what I do. And
okay.
so I
That
Oh, hey. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
so that's what I've been
y'all
doing.
could go ahead. I just wanted to make sure that was her.
Jokingly, I wanted to know what kind of Capricorn you were.
Well, T Trisha, the Capricorn I was 30 years ago was a totally different Capricorn I am today. Um, I'm gonna put it. I was thinking about that the other day. The person I would be most like, if to be honest with you, not body wise and all that, but personality wise and stuff, would be Tammy Roman when she first was on Basketball Wives of whatever it was,
Mm-hmm.
because she was always ready to fight, regardless, and always ready to defend. And if you came to her wrong to a certain aspect, she was just ready to fight, and that's who I was 30 years ago. I didn't let you say nothing about my mama, my daddy. My mama had to sit down and talk to me one day because somebody said your mama, and I got in trouble at school. I never forget it. And so she sat me down and she said, oh, "Why would you fight?" She was gonna punish me, but then when we sat down and talked about it, she said, "Okay, no." I said they kept saying your mama, and she said, "So what? What did that mean to you?" I said they can't talk about you. She said, "But they don't know me. You know me. You know me, and you know your daddy. You know your brothers and your sisters." She said, anything a person can say, and you actually know the truth. Why would you fight it? You don't have to. They don't know you, and they don't know me. And so that began to change. Now I used to would cuss you out
Mm-hmm.
real fast, you know,
It will.
but I changed because it's like I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm not saying it's. I'm
Ah,
just saying for me, it was always like, now you representing you. You've got to represent what you say. And you don't have to be, Church of God in Christ was all about outward appearance. You have to look holy whether you were holy or not. I didn't want to do that. I'd rather just live it and go from there. And so it took a few years, but I just mellowed out. And anything that came across, I asked God about it and prayed, and I kept going. I kept going. And so many years of not being a certain way, you automatically transition, I'll put it that way, because you become accustomed to walking in this new way. And so my thing
Exactly.
was, I
That's
don't want to
what
cause no
we see in you. That's
I don't want to cause
exactly what
nobody to
we see.
fall. My biggest thing was I don't want to cause anybody to fall, number one. I don't want to cause anybody to go to hell. I don't want the blood of anybody on my hands for something that I did against them. Because these were scriptures. And like I said, when it comes to the judgment and the curses of the Bible, I
Mm-hmm.
totally believe that because I have seen God's judgment on people on this earth who've done things against me and people that I knew. I wholeheartedly believe that. So in my mind, don't you ever do anything that will do that because the ramification is great upon you. Even though you feel like I need to get them told and get them straight and do this. You have to be at a place where, and it took me a while, allow God to be God. It may not work out the way you want. It may not present itself the way you want, but allow God to be God. The only time I've ever wanted to come up here and really just say something,
Mm-hmm.
lovely love. I supported her. I was her mom, and I was only modding her because she needed somebody to mod for her. And for some reason, this day I went to her chat. She was on a live chat. I said, well, let me see what she's talking about. I was, excuse my English, I was being called all kind of motherfuckers, whores, punks, and I'm sitting here. My mouth just flew open. I'm like, wait, and I was messy. When y'all say I'm messy, what do y'all mean? Because I'm like, what did I do to deserve that? And I was gonna question her. That's the Capricorn in me was to come back then. I said, I'm
Mm-hmm.
back up. Shut up. And so what I did was I unsubscribed. I unsubscribed from what y'all call that thing, the perk thing. And I left it alone. I said, God, you know. Because see, I'm not fake. I don't have to be fake.
Mm-hmm.
God, thank you. I don't have to be fake about nothing. Because whether anybody believes it or not on YouTube, I love the Lord.
That's
That's
why I love the
it.
Lord too,
And
and
I mean,
I love
and
His
I don't want to do
people,
anything wrong.
and you don't have to worry about doing anything wrong. When I asked what type of Capricorn you were, it was because, well, the type of Capricorn that I am, I never take anybody's word for anything. I always go to the source, and I ask questions because things could be misconstrued. See, I didn't even realize that you had a need. I'm on YouTube a lot, but I guess I don't catch everything. That would be
Hmm.
the first thing I would do. I would go to the person and ask them. But I mean, you handle it the way that you do, and I hope that everything works out for you.
And the only
But
reason I don't do that, T. Trish, and I hate to, I know Rita as far as what she has shown on YouTube.
well,
What
I
would
don't
me?
know. I'm sorry, wait a minute. I don't know her that well,
I don't either.
and I don't know what she's done, what she hasn't done. When I encounter people, it's at the moment that I encountered them. I
Hmm.
don't hold anybody's past against them. I don't know what your relationship with her is, but I'm just saying, ask the question. And if she doesn't come to you, go to her. I mean, that's what we're supposed to do, so there'll be no misunderstanding.
Well,
And I
I'll
love the
go.
Lord with my entire being. Yes, I do. But like I said, my mood is depending how I feel,
Hmm.
and you rub me the wrong way, you might get prayed for or you might get cursed out, and I'm still saved.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
real.
yeah.
So, not so much worrying about whether somebody likes you or not, because I could care less.
Right.
But I just wanted to encourage you today. That's why I hopped up
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
on the
Okay,
StreamYard, because
encouraging.
usually
I
I'm in
thank you.
the background, because that's what I do in the
Uh-huh.
background. But I just want you to be encouraged. Hopefully you got everything fixed, and if so, that's all that matters. And the people that support you will continue to support you. And you have to realize this: they talked about Christ, and you're no better than He is.
Right.
So don't worry about what or why people say what they do. People are just going to be people.
Yeah. Well,
But if it bothers you, you should go to that person.
I mean, I can, but I don't know Rita outside of YouTube and what she presents on her channel. But when you
Mm-hmm.
go there, you're not going to get like a straight and you're going to be yelled at and cursed at. I don't That's what she does to everybody. I don't want to hear all that. I don't need to hear all that and to be talked over and yelled at and hollered and cursed out for what? I didn't do anything to you. You did all that to me. So it's like God, whatever you need to do to handle it, handle that.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, it's a way to me of some kind of way putting me in some mess. And I just don't have that. I don't have that in me to go through all that. If it bothers me enough, I'll question her. But I already know how she will respond because she responds to everybody that way. Yells and curses them out
Well, see,
and
that's
won't
not
listen
been
to
my
them.
experience, but then I've never been on her StreamYard either. So,
Hmm.
but I was just trying to suggest, because I don't
Yeah.
really know her, is that you go to her and you ask her.
Yeah.
Because people can add to and subtract. We become mathematicians when we're
Yeah.
carrying news.
Yeah.
And the same people in the chat that are boosting you up will be the same people that are in her chat tearing you
Boosting her
down.
up. I know it. I know that. So
So,
that's why I
it
said,
is what
God,
it
you deal
is.
with it. But thank you so much.
And that's how saved I am. I'm saved enough to tell you the truth and don't
Yeah.
care who don't like it.
And that's why I admire and respect you, because it's the truth. You can't get away around the truth. And that's what you're
No.
giving always the truth.
Well,
So I'm gonna
I'm
hop
sorry.
off of here.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all, to intervene, but it is being said and now, Bashful, to prove that you are not a scammer, you need to show the people the receipt that you bought a heater or meter. I mean,
I've got the
Rita wants you to prove to her that you brought a meter if you ain't no scammer.
okay, I've got the report from the permit place where I had to get the thing done. And I've got that, and I go out to the house and I'll take a picture of all that so you all can see again. I'll take a picture of the front of the house so you see it wasn't from a magazine. I'll go to the side of the house, you can see it's still my house. And I'll go to the side of the house to show you where the man fixed the meter. Why Rita is so invested in me is beyond me. I don't have no problem with doing none of that. But
Just right quickly, this is what I came to add to you,
hey, Silky
Bashful.
Black.
I claim to encourage you as well, just from a subscriber side of this aspect. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I support you wholeheartedly because what I feel is that we've helped a lot of people, even undeserving ones that's really undeserving ones. I just feel that your character, we see it.
See the coming on the stream.
Yes, we see
I
it.
see it.
And oh my God, it's you don't get no better than what we see in
It's
you,
me,
what
boo.
you bring to the table for us, And
Yeah.
I trust you. I trust your word. I trust what you say, and that's good enough for me. Stay encouraged and just know that as long as you know that God is leading you, you know that
Right.
you're always going to be correct. So on a subscriber side of the situation,
Mm-hmm.
I hate that you even have to go through this, but I guess as content creators, you all get your turn to go through the fire. So
I guess so.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's okay too. It's okay because it's all a lesson in it all, even for you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I want you to stay encouraged and know that those that support you will support you
Right.
regardless. And that's why you're gonna see my name in the Cash App. I didn't know any of this is going on either because I just is not so involved anymore and all of the foo la la. But
Right.
now that I do know, then just know that this is a supporter that you will have the support from.
God bless you.
And
Thank you
that's
so
all I
much.
have to say. And I hope that this all passes for you quickly.
God bless you.
Stay
Thank you so much. Thank you.
drop
And
down.
excuse me, Bashful, one more thing.
Uh-huh.
Don't you have those pictures on your Facebook page?
I think they're still on my Facebook page.
Then you should grab them and put, and that's good enough.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye, babes.
Hey, Miss Pizarro. Hey, April. Hi, Bashful
Hey,
B.
Aisha.
I
Hey,
don't
who
know
was
if you
that?
remember me. This is
Hi,
Aisha.
y'all. I'm with Soundbite, so y'all know. So hi.
Okay.
No
This is
problem.
Aisha. I commented under your post a couple of months ago,
Yep.
and I told you that I loved your spirit, and I was like, as long as you remain the same, you have a follower in me. I don't know if you remember that,
I
but
remember. Yeah.
okay. So let me just say this,
Uh,
and I'm about to be as frank as I can be. You don't have to show a damn thing to anybody to
Amen.
prove anything.
When you
Those
come
who
up, please let
support
me know
you,
it's you. It's me. I said, yeah.
are gonna support you.
right.
Those who do not are not. People believe what they want to believe.
Right.
I've done a 4-hour live before trying to disprove a lie that was told on me. And in the end, guess what? People still believe
Right.
what they wanted to believe.
Right.
Something that I've learned about this sector, and it's not me down in the sector, is that some people just refuse to see good in people. And I understand why now that I see all the things that have happened. Like, it's hard to be naive in a place like this when some people act like they're helping you, but then they're talking about you behind your back.
Right.
So I get that. I honestly get it. I didn't get it at first, but I get it now. But you don't owe anybody anything. You've gone through enough. Don't you put another picture up. Don't you respond. And I'm just telling you from what I know, because what you don't want to deal with is the guilt that you're going to have afterwards, because it's not you. So you've had to step out of your character to prove something, to put all of everything that you have on the line, trying to make people believe you who probably still aren't going to believe you anyway, just because they don't want to. They want you to be something other than what you are. So that's all I got, is that encouragement. Let it go. It ain't no sense in arguing, because again, people gonna believe what they want to believe. Let it. I'm telling you from experience. Let it go. Let God be God. He's gonna deal with that, and that's on the real. I've said it time and time again. Some people just don't know who they're messing with, and then they can't understand why they can't get their footing. But it's because you're messing with people that aren't messing with you.
Right.
And so
You're absolutely right.
That's really all I got to say. I pray you don't. I will be sending something to your Cash App, and yeah, that's like, please don't respond, and stop this other piece. Stop trying to understand why you. Sometimes it just gotta be you. It has to be you so other people can see how to get through. It has to be you so other people can see what to do, how to handle it, how to move forward. I get it. You know, people often say, you know, this is the beef sector, you can't expect much more. No, you don't ever have to change you. So you don't have to explain you to anybody. Either they're going to get you or they're not going to get you.
You're right. You're right about that. I thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you.
No, God bless you, and I pray all is well, and I will be donating. And thank you, Miss Pizarro. Y'all have a great day.
You too.
Bye, hon. Hey, Bashful, it's Ask April.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, hon, they just pretty much said the same thing I was going to say, but I'm just going to tell you, like, I donated just a small amount, but if I could have paid it all for you, I would have paid it all. And I still would pay it all right now with all the stuff that's being said, if I could. So just know that the people who supported you in that way are not asking you to prove anything. They're not questioning you. They're not looking at you any kind of way. And even the people who did unsubscribe, that was their choice to do so.
Yeah.
You have to understand, like, you know, some people, when they see others are getting support that they used to get, they're not so happy about that. But they have to take responsibility and take a step back and look at themselves and ask, why are they not getting that same support anymore? And instead of trying to tear down the people who are, just don't show anything. Don't prove anything. You don't have to do anything. You know, if you want to have a conversation or you want to talk about this and it just makes you feel better to, you know, have the conversation, do that. But even as far, and I know what T. Trisha was saying, as far as going to the source and getting the information directly from, but that in this situation is for Rita to do. Rita should have been coming to you getting clarification before she put allegations on you of being a scammer, instead of just putting that out here. She should have been coming to you, asking you questions if that's what she was feeling like before she just came out here to the public. It's not for you to go to her and get clarification as to why she's doing this, because she should have never done it without having the facts, because you're not a scammer. You decided to put your pride to the side and come out and ask for help, and the help showed up, and that's all that matters. And unless the people that supported you in that way are asking for something from you, you don't owe anybody anything. Okay. And really, I would say you don't even owe anything then, you know, but just, you know, we're glad that you are getting back to normal. We're glad that your things are being taken care of. And that's what the whole point was. And that's what's happening. So just, you know, just after you're done with this, just be done with it, and don't worry about who else is trying to drag it out.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you.
You're welcome, babe. See you later, Pizarro.
All right.
Hey, Bashful, this Yaya. How you doing, baby?
Hey, Sweetums, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. Look, you know, you just had Ask April, Aisha, and T. Trisha come up here and give you all those sweet, loving words.
Yeah.
And they were so godlike in the way they're gonna talk to you. But you know me, you know I ain't up there with y'all yet. Right?
I'm ready.
I'm gonna tell you like this: forget whatever they're asking you for. You've addressed it. You have no reason to prove anything to anyone, whether they paid or have not. If they had a problem with it, they shouldn't have gave it. And those that didn't don't need to worry about it. So it is what it is. It should
Yeah,
be the last time that you explain or anything about this, because it's not nobody's business.
yeah. But that's why I showed all the pictures and then took all the pictures as a
Well, you've
process for
already
her.
addressed everything, so there's nothing more that needs to be
Yeah,
said.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, but you're right, and I thank God for all you guys. You're right, but I don't. And I'm going to leave it alone. Like I said, I'm not going to address and get into nothing with her.
Mm-mm. And don't be showing no damn meter receipts and all of that.
I,
No, no. Tell her if she
well,
gonna pay for it, if she gonna reimburse you, you'll show it to.
well, and because I was saying, since y'all saying, I said, well, I have the invoices in my phone because the electrician sent me the invoice because I had to sign it. So it's like, why am I going through all this stuff
Exactly.
when
Exactly.
I was up front before I even asked for the money? I was up front with everything that I was dealing with. I took the pictures of the house and sent it. I did everything I thought was right in order to ask for the help, and that was all I knew to do. And
And that's what you have to do.
Queen Deanna, I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna leave it
I'm
alone.
gonna say it for you. She said you better not sow shit.
I
Fuck
saw,
all that. I've been wanting to say it like that for so long.
but I won't. Thanks so much, y'all.
All right,
I'm
love you,
gonna leave
boo.
it alone. Thanks, Miss Bazaar. Love you. Thank you so
Oh, and
much
check
for
your
having
cash
me.
up. I want to make sure it went to the right place.
Okay.
All right, bye
All
bye.
right. Thank you,
You
Miss Bazaar. Thank you for interviewing me for clarification. I don't know if I gave it or what, but I thank you.
Yeah, you did. You did really good. You did amazing. At this time, I ain't being dragged all across the street.
Oh my.
Um, Me and you both. So it is what it is. Now I'm just gonna let everyone else come up and say how they feel about this whole thing and talk about all the other shit that's been going on. Um, so thank you for giving me this interview. I really appreciate it.
Well, I didn't know when you said you wanted to interview me because I went back into Lady Nika's thing and I was looking at the live chat and I'm thinking, why does she want to interview me? Because I'm not being hard on myself, but I'm just really nobody in this sector. So I'm thinking, but well, I haven't done anything, and I'm not cloud chasing, whatever. So I had no idea, and why you want to interview me? But when it came out, I said, okay. So, but if anybody would come up while I'm still here, I'm good for the next 2 hours. Well, I ain't gonna be in the 2 hours, you know that, but I'm still here for a while before I take my nap to go to work in the morning. But I just thank you for taking out the time, I guess, for me to give you my story. I guess I don't know
Yeah,
any other way to put
your side of the story. Yeah.
it. So I thank you for
Yeah,
letting
we
me come
heard
in.
you listening to us. Give your side of the story. That's why Rita went live, and that's why she mad right now. And she wants you to prove, your receipts, but don't show her nothing. Don't prove anything to her.
But what is she coming? I mean, I'm gonna leave. I'm just the human part of me. I just don't understand what she's doing all this for. That's what I don't understand.
I mean, it's not like she would drop her link and have this conversation with you. So I don't even know. She not telling why.
Oh well, okay, well, like I said, if anybody else want to come and talk to me or ask me any questions, I'm here for a little while. So I'll be here for a minute. I'll stick up. But that's all I can tell you guys. I just can't formulate something and tell you anything that's not there or that didn't happen. But everything I've shown you up until the point, like I said, from my father's health, me taking care of him up until the storm and the things I had to get done, I've posted everything to you guys. I mean, and there's no more I can do.
Okay, well then I'm gonna end this live and I'll come back later.
All right. God bless you and thank you. Love you. Y'all have a
You're
good
welcome.
evening.
Bye, y'all.
Bye bye.